Everybody, this is Dream, and today I'm going to be reviewing Rainbow Billy, The Curse of the Leviathan. This game is developed by Mana Void Entertainment and published by Spybound Games. It came out on October 5th, 2021. It is an ID at Xbox title, and it is $30 on Xbox. So this game is kind of like an RPG, action-adventure, puzzle kind of game. Basically, it's kind of a kid's game, but it's also kind of not, which is kind of strange. It kind of has a very cartoony feel to it. And the game is not very difficult, but it's a little more difficult than you would expect out of a pure kids game. But the game is marketed to be like accessible for pretty much anybody and be fun for anybody. So like, if you're an adult, then you could have some fun with this. If you're a kid, you could have some fun with this. It's definitely a very like colorful game. Graphically speaking, it looks really good for what it is. It kind of has that Cuphead feel a little bit when it comes to the graphics. Though it is a lot easier than Cuphead, I'll say that much. The story in the game is kind of interesting. I mean, it's not like my most interesting thing I've ever played, but it's pretty simple. But it's not nearly as bad as a lot of, like, of these kind of chill games that are made more for kids. This does have a couple aspects that will bring the adults into the game itself. Overall, it's a pretty decent experience. I found that, the combat and stuff is a little bit easy, and it's kind of doesn't do a really great job of mixing, like, the easy with the, more adult-friendly difficulty type of things. It seems like it kind of is random throughout. And I could see even some kids having some difficult issues in some places, but it's just completely random. The game is massively large. There's lots to do in the game. According to the sheet here, there's more than 30 hours of gameplay in here. I played about 5, and I definitely didn't get very far into the game, I don't think, from that perspective, considering how much there is. And there's lots of islands and caves and stuff throughout the game. If they had added some difficulty features, that might have made it a little bit better for adult aspect. I just didn't ever feel like I was in too much danger, but again, then there's some things that seemed a little bit more difficult to figure out as well. So it's just a strange, like, mashup of difficulty, kind of. The game itself, though, overall, I think is a mostly enjoyable experience. For the amount of content, I think the price is probably a little bit high, even with the amount of content, especially since it's an ID Xbox title. Kind of would want this to be around $20 probably. So I would say that this is a game that I would wait for it to go on sale, unless you're just really into the idea of the game itself, or if you have a kid that really would like this. It's kind of like a Cuphead game, like I said, from the aesthetic aspect, and so it's definitely an interesting game from that perspective. That's pretty much all I have for this one. If you do pick it up, let us know in the comments what you think about it, and have a nice day, guys.